Hey everyone, welcome to this web development course for FRC teams. My name is Tucker and I am the CAD and web lead for my FRC team, Team 3674 Cloverbots. Today I will be leading you through the process of making a beautiful and responsive website for your team. Here's just some course goals that I will be covering in this web development course. First, I will show you guys how to apply for a free nonprofit web hosting. I will show you guys how and where to purchase a domain, create a drag and drop website, and how to upload and manage your website from there. Before we get into the technical stuff, we need to discuss why having a website is important. Why is it important and what perks will having a website bring? The first reason for having a website is it looks very professional for potential sponsors that are seeking more information on your team. Another great reason for having a website that our team has found is the fact that it is a great resource to document the achievements and videos from previous years. Think of it as a scrapbook or diary of the past years. The last main reason for having a website is to have that quick reference available when in conversation with a potential sponsor or person interested in your team to show them pictures and videos for your team. There are honestly so many more reasons and perks that a website brings, but these are just a few. Now, there's no perfect website builder out there. You could debate for days on which ones are better than others, but I will share with you guys what I use for our team and why I think it's a good software for many FRC teams. So what I use is a free drag and drop website builder called Mobirize. Now, I use this for many reasons that I'll go into. The pros to this website builder is it's free drag and drop builder, which is very nice for people that are non-coders that need something very simple yet beautiful. The next pro is that they have great customer support and a huge forum platform with many helpful people that can help you when you're in a pinch and don't know what to do. The next awesome thing is it works offline, which is what sets this website builder apart from many other ones, is that you can create your whole website offline and not even have to buy any domains or hosting until your website is completely finished. The last pro is it is beautiful and professional. So it looks very, very professional and complete when you're all done. The few cons about this builder is that it lacks some more complicated features that you may see in most other website builders. It is very simple and creates very static websites, which I found are pretty good for like a simple FRC website, but it does lack some of those features. If you are a coder, you're interested in working on some of the code of a website, you need to buy an extension, which I believe is like $60 or something like that. But if you're not worried about doing any of the coding, then this isn't an issue for you. I believe this the last con is it's a little bit buggy. So, as you're going through just doing a few changes here and there, you can come across bugs that can be issues. But I've found that with the awesome customer support and forum that you can always figure a way to get around those. Now, hosting. It took me a long time to find these guys, but the hosting people that I use for our team is DreamHost. Now, the amazing thing about these guys is that they provide free nonprofit hosting, and you just have to prove that you're nonprofit, in which most FRC teams are. I believe pretty much all of them are, and they will give you free hosting. So here's some cool features that they provide. The first is it's a free shared hosting plan. So by shared, that means that they have one server, and it is shared between multiple different users. So the website that you put up for your team is more than likely going to be on a server with multiple other websites, which, if you're ended up having 50 or more users at a single time on your website, that could potentially bring some slowdowns. But we found that it works perfectly fine for the amount of users that we get. It's very reliable. We've never had any issues with our website being down because of the hosting. They just do such a great job. The next is quite important when you're trying to push a brand or look more professional, is having an @domain email. So for example, we've been able to have like a Tucker at 3674cloverbots.com email, and that looks way more professional than a Gmail or other emails that you may use. Now, where do I purchase a domain? Now, there's the most popular choice when people go to purchase a domain is Google Domains. I don't know why. This is actually where I bought our domain the first time. Now, I do not suggest this, and I'll go into detail a little bit later why I do not suggest this. But basically, if you buy a domain through Google or anywhere else, you will run into issues with connecting that to your website hosting. So what I do prefer is to purchase it through DreamHost, and this makes everything 100% easier. And I'm gonna go into detail in the next video on to purchase the domain and the hosting and everything like that. I'll show you guys why it's easier and why you should do it through DreamHost if you're planning to host with them instead of Google or anywhere else. So with that being said, let's get started. Alright, let's get started first with the hosting. Now, if you go to this link here, I'm going to have this link right next to the video on our website or in the description, or if you just go ahead and search up DreamHost nonprofit hosting, and then just the nonprofit hosting, and it'll take you here. It gives you some more information about it and then shows you how to apply. Now, I'm not going to go into great detail because I've already done it all. Don't want to go applying for our team again. But basically, you fill out a form. They're probably going to ask for some proof that you're a nonprofit, and you can provide that. They're also going to ask you for your credit card and billing address. Now, I know that can be a little bit sketchy, just in case, if you're worried that they're going to charge you. I went ahead and did it, and they did not charge me. This is, a just in case kind of thing. So you can go ahead and do that. And, support's always there. I think I had to do that once when I was a little bit confused about some of the stuff. Their customer support is absolutely awesome, so you can do that there. So once you have that, and your whole dashboard all figured out, then comes the domains. Now, DreamHost does provide domains, so if you go to their main, dreamhost.com, give it a second. They do have a domains page, and you can throw in your whatever domain that you're looking for, and then, see if it's available, and then you can buy it through there. Now, I definitely suggest that, and here's why. So let's say you didn't do that. Let's say you went to Google Domains. So this is what I did. Now, let's say we went on Google Domains and you bought a domain from there. Then you go to My Domains and look at it. Totally doable, by the way. If you want to purchase it at Google Domains, totally fine. There's just some extra work that you're gonna have to do. What's going on? Give it a sec. Okay, so Cloverbots, click Manage. Now, what the problem with this is if you go to DNS, I believe. Okay, right here, name servers. Now, when you buy a domain, either through Google or through someone else, these name servers are going to be probably ns1.google.com if you bought it through Google. Now, the issue is if you're going to put this onto DreamHost, the hosting, you need it to be on DreamHost servers. So you're going to have to come back into here, edit the servers, and then it's going to take about a day or two to get that domain switched to the server, which means you can't upload your website until it is switched to that server. So if you buy it through DreamHost, it's going to be automatically on their servers. Whereas with Google or anywhere else, it's going to be on their servers and you're going to have to get it switched over. So, if you bought it through Google Domains, what you're going to have to do is go to DNS, edit, and you're going to have to fill in ns1.dreamhost.com, ns2, ns3, and then you're going to be good to go. It's going to take probably 24 to 48 hours for that to get swapped over, and then after that's complete, you're all set. Now, once you have filled out all the nonprofit web hosting stuff here, go ahead and hit login. Put in your email and password. See if I can remember this. There we go. So this is your kind of workspace. You can manage your domains. Now, the interesting thing about this is when you have a hosting plan, a shared hosting plan through DreamHost, you can put as many domains as you want on there. So you could have multiple websites on that one hosting, or you can create, like we did, a subdomain of your domain, and just have that all in your shared hosting. But if you have too many websites, it's going to throttle down everything. So I do not suggest having multiple websites on a hosting plan. But there's that. And then also down here is your manage email. So let's say you're going to create membership emails, like @domain emails. You're going to click create new email address, and it's really straightforward. You just put right here whatever, like I suggest that you do your name at your domain. So like, for instance, me, I'd be Tucker at 3674 Cloverbots. And then you just fill out a few things and then create address, and then boom, you automatically have your @domain email address. And then from the manage email, you can manage them. Now we're going to come back to this when we have to upload our website, but this is kind of the basics. Now if you have this page, then you're good to go. You've got your hosting. Once you bought your domain, you're going to have to click register a new domain. That's to buy one. So if you're going to add hosting to a domain, so let's say you've either bought it through DreamHost or you've done it through Google, and through Google you've put it on their servers. Put in your domain. So like for us, it'd be 3674 Cloverbots. There's a bunch of extra stuff that you can fill out here. You're gonna want to let's see, this all looks good, and then it's just bunch of extra stuff right here. If you need it to reference it, here are those server things that you can put in right here if you forgot which ones they are. And then once you have, basically that's all you need to do. If you want to do some of this extra stuff, check it out. And then you just hit fully host domain and you're good to go. So automatically, if you have that on there and you search up your domain, even though you have no website on there, it will show a DreamHost page and say, website coming soon, or stuff like that. So yeah, so now that we have the your hosting all set up and your domain, whether it's bought through Google or there's other ones that you can do, just make sure that you have these set as your name servers. That's basically all you need to do if you buy it through there. Now let's get the website builder downloaded. So go to mobilize.com. They have, some more information about what it is exactly. Shows you some templates that you can. These are actually extra ones that you can buy, but in fact, this whole website was built with it with Mobilize. Then you just hit download for Windows. Give it a sec. And it's, you're gonna have to create either given your email or, download it with the Google or Facebook account. And then once it's downloaded, just run the installer, and then it should install it right onto your desktop, and then you can add it to your taskbar if you want to. And now that you have that downloaded, your DreamHost all set up with your domain attached, in the next video, we'll get started on what a website should look like and how from there you can build it for your team.